Hi, welcome to the course on penetration testing and ethical hacking. My name is Ken Underhill, and in this course, we're going to do a prep for the Certified Ethical Hacker examination. So some of the things that we're going to cover in this course, we're just going to go through the course modules. So module 1, we're going to cover the basics. So that's like why you should even be a penetration tester or ethical hacker. We're going to also cover some of the basic knowledge you're going to need to know to be successful in this course. And we'll also cover things like black, white versus gray hat, blue versus red team, script kiddies, and more. In Module 2, we're going to jump into footprinting. So if you just think of this as we're gaining information on our target. So we're going to do passive and active footprinting, and we'll talk about the differences. We're also going to have some labs to show us some different ways that we can gather information about a target. In Module 3, it's kind of a bigger module. We're going to do scanning and enumeration, which are separate sections on the EC Council official material. And then also we're going to incorporate vulnerabilities, which is a new section on the newer examination they have out. So we're going to incorporate basically 3 sections, and there's not a whole lot of information on vulnerability, so we just kind of tuck it in there as well. So we're going to learn about things like the 3-way handshake, TCP header flags, different types of scans that we can do, fingerprinting operating systems. We're also going to learn about different vulnerability scanning tools, and much, much more. In Module 4, we're going to go over system hacking. So that's where we're going to talk about things like backdoors, remote access Trojans, steganography, etc. Number 5, we have malware. So we're going to talk about worms, viruses, Trojans. We're going to talk about a little bit about banking Trojans, and that's one of the focuses of the new examination material from EC Council. They talk about a lot about banking Trojans. In Module 6, we have sniffing. So we're going to use tools like Wireshark, and we're going to try to see what kind of information we can gather from the network. Module 7, we have social engineering. So we're actually going to do a lab where we do a little social engineering reconnaissance. So it's a good, fun lab that you can do like on yourself and see what kind of information you have out there, and then also on your family and friends as well. Module 8, we jump into denial of service and distributed denial of service. So we talk about things like botnets. Module 9, we move into session hijacking. So we actually have a lab where we do some session hijacking and we gather some information. And then Module 10, we combine web servers and a web application, which again are 2 separate sections on the EC Council official material, and we just combine it into that, and we talk about some different common attacks and the client-server relationship. In Module 11, we're going to talk about SQL injection, and we're going to talk about the different types of attacks that you can do with it. Module 12, we jump into Wi-Fi, so basically hacking Wi-Fi or Bluetooth, and we talk a lot about wireless networks. Module 13, we go into our mobile section, so mobile hacking and security. We talk about different operating systems, so Android, iOS, common attacks for each one, and then also some of the tools that we can use for those attacks. Module 14, we have intrusion detection and prevention systems, firewalls, and honeypots.